Hi, welcome to VchiBanter episode 27. Apparently, I'm Shia's girlfriend now. And here's Buff and Candii, too.
Now? What do you mean?
I mean, just before we started recording, you said girlfriend, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, well,
I see.
I think we're ready for the next step.
I thought we were already married.
Oh, whoa. No, not yet.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess that's fine.
Sorry.
Not yet. Haven't signed the paper.
Not yet, not yet.
Oh, so I can't get the insurance yet.
No, not yet. Gosh, no,
True.
you gotta wait
Not
until I'm
yet.
dead for that one.
No,
Jeez,
the
okay,
life insurance
sorry.
policy. You need to be
Oh.
alive before that.
Yeah.
For now. What's up with you, Candii? Are you alive?
You alive, Candii?
I feel like
Now I don't want to be.
Candii, that's not
Candii,
what episode
too
27's
much
about.
what is it about?
Actually, 27 Club is the phenomenon of a lot of musicians dying at the age of 27.
I don't like
Cool.
that.
Kurt Cobain. Did you know that?
No.
27 Club.
That's so cool, Candii.
Amy
Oh,
Winehouse
Candii.
did too. Okay, no fun facts. All right.
Who do you think's the
No,
most dead inside in
please.
VchiBan?
Me.
Buff.
Me. Oh,
You?
Buff.
Really? Wait, why?
I don't know if it's appropriate for the podcast.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to talk about it then. That's fine.
Thank you. I don't want to.
So Buff's the most dead inside. I would say maybe Candii afterwards. Actually, no, Candii's not dead
No,
inside.
Candii's the
Candii
happiest.
looks
No,
dead
Candii
Candii
inside.
went
is
over
the
this.
happiest.
Isn't.
They're the
We've
least
talked
True.
bad.
Candii's the
Every day I
happiest one.
wake up excited to be alive and excited to work on my little projects and talk to my friends on the internet. Every day is a blessing.
Candii, what's your most recent project that you're doing right now that you literally have been spending every single fucking day for the past month? What is it?
Ketamine.
No, that's not
What?
ketamine.
And you're not
Better fucking
sharing.
not. No. We.
Um,
How many times do we have to go over? We're not doing drugs except weed.
I'm
Allegedly.
gonna do drugs. I'm just
No,
gonna say at
Shia.
some point. I'm
Hey,
just
some
I'd
drugs
say
don't
it,
count.
what I'm gonna try.
Dick
You know what?
pills.
Life's too short.
You know
Okay,
what's
well,
not
your
Can
life
I
is
make it
gonna be-
shorter?
I was gonna say your life's gonna be fucking shorter when you take drugs.
Well, it
Christ.
depends.
Anyways, Candii, what was the cool thing you're doing?
Stupid. It's just a stupid
it's
book
not.
that I
Can
wrote.
you
Yeah.
say it? Stop it! Stop! You
I
say
wrote
it.
I've written 85,000 words of a novel in a month.
Candii,
That's a lot.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's almost done. I'm gonna make Boo the Rat read it.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
that's cute.
High fantasy epic duology. It's got my version of vampires and werewolves in it. It's whatever. It's pretty
cool.
good.
That's so
Cool.
fun.
That's awesome.
I'm excited because I don't know it. Like you haven't given
No.
like a peek and insight to it. So I'm actually kind of excited.
You
Yeah.
never said anything about it, Candii, until right now on the podcast.
Yeah.
So how would we have any idea?
Yeah. I started working on it in 2019, but then I put it aside because I felt like I wasn't capable of writing something in a complicated medieval setting. But then I watched Game of Thrones and I played Oblivion and I was like, I'll just give it a go. And then I wrote 5,000 words. So,
Oh my
How
God.
hard can it be?
not even how hard can it be, but I took it in. I watched a video, actually, maybe y'all will relate to this, but I watched this video there's a YouTuber that, okay, this is like crazy, a side note. There's a YouTuber that I like, her name is Drawing with Waffles. And
Okay.
I used to watch her sketchbook tours and stuff like that, but she went missing for like 2 years. Like she just stopped posting on social media. She had a lot of health issues. So everyone was like, oh, what happened? But she came back to YouTube and she basically made a video about how she fell in love with art again because she changed her mindset. And instead of like trying to draw something and being like, oh, that turned out bad, I can't draw, she would be like, oh, that's like an opportunity to learn and to like improve. And like maybe I can, instead of like getting mad at myself, I can get excited about learning. And so that kind of pivoted how I thought about writing and the stuff that I enjoy, because I would always be like, oh, it's too complicated to like write that kind of stuff, or it's too involved, or I don't know enough about it. So instead of putting myself down, I took it as an opportunity to educate myself and then make better things from that. And I think that's a good lesson that I learned from that YouTuber. Also, she came
That's
back
a
after 2
cool-
years. So yeah.
That's a cool mindset.
Yeah.
You can always learn stuff, and it's always an opportunity to improve, and you just try your best. And that sounds really lame, but it's true.
No, it's completely
It's
true.
true.
Why does everyone find me so scary? I feel like I'm fucking lovely.
You are
Wait, who finds
lovely.
scary?
So,
Because everyone
I
in
mean,
the meet
I
and
can
greets.
answer.
Okay, Rose.
I got
okay.
this. Okay.
You're on my meet and greets.
I got this. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that
Okay.
Candii has like an intimidating aura, and I
Your
do
dead
understand it. Okay, what it is you have resting bitch face, and if you are not actively
Me.
speaking about something, it's very hard to read you, and people get intimidated when they can't read someone who is hot and unreadable, okay? And you're hot and you're unreadable, so they're intimidated by you. It makes sense. But also, when you speak
I feel like I
bluntly.
can read Candii pretty easily.
You can, because you and Candii are besties, and all of us are besties, so we can read each other's fine. But other people cannot that same way, right? So it's that combined with, like, Candii not being afraid of being super blunt and direct, and people being like, oh, what if they say something that's too real and I don't know how to cope with it? Oh, and that's what it is. It's not that you're scary. It's that you're direct, and people find that intimidating. Because they say, my chat says that I'm scary sometimes because of that, and I think that's fucking hilarious.
I'm watching Shia stim on the side. What are you up to, babe?
He
I was
always
trying to
is
be
quiet
mysterious
and
and intimidating, like.
Oh,
I mean, because you got that high mysterious, attribute, Candii.
Shia's are quirked up white boys, so I don't know if you can
Okay.
do that.
I mean, it's true. You're not wrong. I am.
thank you for the analysis, Rose.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I
me
feel like I
next,
have
me
an
next,
approachable
me
face.
next.
Oh,
Okay,
You next
Analyze
what?
me.
Analyze you or analyze you?
Yes.
analyze.
As far as what? Candii had a specific question.
My mental stability.
I mean, I think you portray yourself as super mentally stable to people, and you make jokes about not being stable, but I think that deep down you're probably kind of really anxious about certain things, but then you don't want to say it because you don't want to make people feel like, oh, I don't want to inconvenience them because then they'll do stuff for me, but I want to take care of them instead. And then when you have an issue with something, you'll politely be like, it's fine, even though it's not fine, but you'll deal with it because you don't want to bother them.
That's true.
The
That's
worst
true.
thing that Shia has ever told me ever in the entire world is it's fine.
I knew it.
As someone who is
It
hypersensitive,
wasn't the I just shit myself right now.
No, I
that
don't
was
care
the
about
worst thing.
no, anytime Shia says it's fine, I know it's not fine, and I'm like, okay, you just straight up lying to
oh,
me.
don't worry about it. Not that he said
Yeah.
that, but like,
Yep. Because
Yep.
I say
hyper.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm hypersensitive, like, to people's emotions, and I can tell instantly when there's something wrong because trauma, hi, yay.
Yeah.
But like, I can just tell. So you ain't hiding it. It's just not hiding. It's just happening.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sway your tits like that and hide it. From me.
that's like fucking Among Us yesterday or the day before, where I immediately knew you
Oh,
were
here
the
we
imposter
fucking go.
because someone was
Okay,
like,
wait. I haven't heard the story. I'm really excited.
Wait, I haven't
Okay.
either.
well, first of all,
I'm
I was
excited.
solo imposter, so I
Okay.
think I killed Rose first.
You did,
I
you
think
vicious motherfucker.
because I was
Okay.
like, you're gonna know, and then I proceeded to get a solo kill. I killed everyone, but Rose.
Oh my god, amazing.
Oh,
Incredible.
here we go.
She
Okay.
okay. Someone accused Rose of being the imposter, and she was like, "Well, if that's what you want to believe," and I was like, "Bitch, that's you. I know it's you." There was like
Yeah.
something about that. I was like, "That's me. You're not."
Yep.
I don't know. There was something how you
Can't
said
blush.
it, and immediately I knew it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. That was it. That was the whole story. It was just like I immediately knew that Rose was the imposter based on one line.
Did
that she
everyone
said.
not believe
No
you?
one
Because
believed
everyone
me.
thinks, yeah,
Yep.
because everyone gets away with the cute, like, Rose is like, so innocent and blah, 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 even though she's a fucking, what's it, klepto in her early youth or whatever.
No, I was a klepto. I'm past
Yeah,
that now.
she's, I think of, like, when you ever seen, like, the cats with the knives or whatever, that's Rose
Yeah.
on the inside, no crust, okay? That's how I view Rose, okay? That's how we view Rose.
Wait, you think I have a knife?
Yep.
Wait.
Or a little butter knife.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Okay, so can you explain a little more? I want my analysis a little more clarified, please. You're saying that I'm
I
cute on the
think my
outside, but
analysis-
like on the inside, what?
I think Rose analysis is super cute, but because she gets what she wants. Like she is cute to get what she wants. So if
That's
it,
manipulative. I'm not like that.
no, it's
VchiBan
not.
is the meme. Looks like
What's
they
the
can
meme?
kill you. Looks like they'll kill you as a cinnamon roll. Looks like a cinnamon roll will kill you. And then looks like a cinnamon roll is a cinnamon roll. With that fucking meme.
Yeah,
I
oh
would
my god, we
never
are.
kill anyone. I don't have the heart. For
Well, you
it.
obviously did it Among Us, Rose.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so don't say
Among
shit.
Us.
Oh, see,
You
but
can't say
but
shit,
every time
okay?
I play Among Us, I never kill anyone, even if I'm the. I mean, even if I'm the imposter, I think that that's just the difference between us.
Wow, Shia, you're such a good guy.
Thank you. I play
almost
the
said
game my
something
way,
mean.
and I stay true to my values.
I convince people to kill someone for me by voting them off.
I am really horrible at
Ooh.
lying, and I get really scared. And so somebody will be like, "Did you kill someone?" I'll be like, "No," and then I just run away.
What works out for me is that I'm always anxious. So even if I'm lying and anxious, it just sounds normal.
Sure.
If I sound not stressed out, I'm probably the imposter. I only sound stressed out if I'm a crewmate. That's my
Kenny,
sound.
you're stressing me out.
Yeah.
The second that I sound chill, it's like, oh, that's Candy's the fucking
Also, when we were
imposter.
playing Among Us, I went alone with Candii, and I was like, Candii, if you're the imposter, please don't kill me. Don't kill me. And then Candii immediately killed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh my god, I get fucked.
Aw.
You know what? Me
I was
acting
just like,
as
yeah,
Chad.
I want to do that. Kills you.
Yeah.
I think Candy, you and I have done that to each other before.
Yeah. I get thrown
Probably.
off by Giwi. Giwi scares me in that game all the time.
Dude,
Oh,
Giwi,
yeah,
well, it's
Giwi's
because Giwi's
crazy in that game.
obsessed with that game. So, of course,
Mhm.
she's going to be like fucking badass.
She's so powerful.
He was so
She just
cool.
scares me with their pure aura. I love her glasses. They have not my favorite
Mhm.
thing, but I do love her glasses. They make her eyes so big.
Have you guys ever witnessed any anybody else's like embarrassing stories? Like I can remember one time I lived in an apartment, and from outside the apartment you could see, like, we had like a little balcony that you could look out and you could see other apartments, and I just remember hearing screaming.
Oh.
And we look out, and it's literally like a movie moment where someone is up on the 3rd floor throwing out like clothes and just like furniture down to the person below. And they're just like, get out, fuck you, just like screaming at each other. Have you seen
Yeah,
anything like that?
I've seen that. I have seen stuff like that, and I've seen the same person as you, Shia. We saw that together.
Yeah, we saw that one together.
I didn't see it, but I heard it. I was living in an apartment. I don't know if I've told this before. If I did, tell me shut the fuck up. I was living in an apartment with these 2 fucking slobs, and the upstairs neighbors would scream and argue all the time, and I could hear it, and I felt like that was already secondhand embarrassment,
Yeah.
and all the screaming. And then one day, I heard them arguing, and then it was quiet for a long while, and then police showed up, and apparently somebody died.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. What
I don't know if that's like an
Hello?
embarrassing moment or if that's like.
It was embarrassing for the guy that got caught doing it, I guess. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know what really happened.
I
didn't
Shia,
talk to
that
them.
a little bit
reminds-
more than that.
Yeah, Shia, that
Jeez.
reminds me of the first apartment that we had where somebody was screaming like above us.
Yes.
And we called the police, and we were like,
Yes.
hey, it sounds like somebody's like getting hurt. Like, it doesn't sound good. It sounds
It was
bad.
a lot.
And then I remember the police being like, yeah, we've been called before on that house, but we'll be back again. And I was like, called before? I was like,
Yeah.
shouldn't that be like your, like, if it's getting called multiple times, like,
Yeah, they said, we know. Here we come. And it was
yeah.
just, ooh.
Also, do you know what's crazy? I just had a blip of a brain thought is that I went
What?
like this for a phone call, and so now you can tell that I'm a millennial because people don't do that anymore.
Oh.
They don't.
No,
Oh, yeah,
people
because
go
you
like
would just
this.
hold it, you know? You
People
would
go
just
like
hold it
this
up to your
now.
ear. I gotta hold it up to my ears, but,
Oh.
you know?
Oh, if you audio listeners, I'm doing the phone signal with my pinky and thumb next to my head, so you
Uh-huh.
can tell that I'm a millennial. But people put their flat hand up to their head now.
How do you
When
guys
they're,
make
like,
hearts?
Hearts.
Oh,
Like-
because you would do it like,
like this.
you know?
Sorry, my
Like-
hands are
God,
fucked
here
up.
we
Mine are
go.
too. Like it.
Like
We'll
this.
do the finger thing.
But you don't do it with like
Yeah.
the 2.
Like the
The
thumb is
2.
the top of the heart.
Like this.
Oh.
yeah, like what Buff is doing.
I do it with like
That.
this one. Like
It kind of just
that.
looks like a ball sack that I'm making because I can't put my
Yeah,
thumbs out
yeah.
straight.
But
'cause
you
I'm
know
a
what the
3D
intention
VTuber.
is with the.
Yeah.
I do it like that.
Actually,
Like the
no, yeah,
index-
I do
like
what
that.
I
the
do
pointed
that.
fingers
so
and the middle fingers. The like. I updated
for
it.
me,
Is that like an Australian thing?
No, it's like a
I've
that's like a
seen
Gen
that.
Z thing.
Oh.
You do the
I use
millennial heart.
the index, the thumbs is the point, and the other hand fingers as
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
top of the heart.
Oh, like this.
Yeah.
Like yeah. that's
I'll
what I was
show
thinking.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll show you when I see you.
I can't wait.
This episode is brought to you by Fansly. Yet again, I know, big surprise. As always, you can get big ol' juicy content, you know what I mean? And all kinds of other cool stuff over at fansly.com/VTuber. Not just am I there, but also the rest of VchiBan, and VchiBanter has its own page for VchiBan. You can get all kinds of cool behind the scenes content with, among other stuff. Everyone else has cool stuff on their own pages too. So once more, fansly.com/VTuber. Go check it out. Or else.
Strap in for a candy trauma high school story time.
Wait, I'm
'cause I
gonna
was
strap
think-
in. Watch this.
I want to
Ready?
strap into it.
I'm strapping.
Oh, I'm
Well,
strapping in.
See, my thing. Okay.
I
So
did
my
it.
thing is, I was like, man, I don't really think that like, to me, embarrassing things don't like if something embarrassing happens in front of me, I don't even think I'd really realize. Like, I don't think I clock that very easily. Like, I think because I'm very
Mm.
forgiving with people, and I'm like, whatever. But
Why is that it? Why is that? Why is that is?
my brain's special? But
Mm.
I think it's just trying to extend empathy to people to be like, oh, like they didn't even if people are like, oh, I feel awkward or I feel like I'm blah, blah, blah. Like I'm pretty forgiving when
Yeah.
people have an embarrassing moment, awkward moment, whatever. But in high school, okay, strap in. I had a crush on a guy, told him, and then he dated my best friend instead. So my best friend started dating this guy that I liked, and then she broke up with her boyfriend, who was his best friend. So basically, me, my friend, this new guy, his best friend. So they broke off. They date. Okay.
Okay.
We go to a party, underage. Sorry, we drank at this party.
Okay.
They get into a fight. He shoves her. She loses her front teeth because she bites the curb. So she loses her front teeth because they have an argument and he shoves her and she's drunk or whatever. He starts crying, runs away. He runs, I don't know where. He just runs away into the night. We run around because there's a lake. So we're like, did he die? So we had to go find him. We found him on the ground. He shit himself because the toilets were locked at night. And so he shot himself. We had to call all of our parents to come pick us up because one girl was bleeding. He shit himself. We didn't know what to do. Underage drinking. We're supposed to be at my friend's grandma's house. But yeah. So they betrayed me. Lost tooth. Shit self. That's my story. But that was
honestly
embarrassing.
deserved.
His dad had to like carry him into the car. He was like passed out. He like had shit all over him. My mom came pick me up and she like couldn't stop laughing in the car as we drove away.
I don't blame her.
Because she knew that had happened. And then I ended up going to formal with my best friend's ex. We stopped being friends, obviously. But like I went to formal with her ex because we were like, we both got betrayed by the same people. So we like ended up going together. That was nice.
That's like some rom-com shit.
Yeah,
Holy
formal was like
fuck,
prom
that is
or something like that.
hilarious.
But yeah, that was like the most embarrassing thing was watching a guy shit himself.
All of that is funny and deserved, except for her losing her front teeth, because that's kind of
Yeah, I do. She got new teeth, but yeah, I feel bad about that. But also,
that part sucks.
She did
The rest
take my
deserve
angelic. Well, she took my angelic halo on my Gaia Online account. So
Dude,
Okay,
that's
fuck that bitch, hater.
Billions.
I know, because she wanted to play, and
Fuck
she was
her.
like, "That's cute," and I was like, "Oh,
Explode
if you're gonna
her.
play, you could have it, haha." And then she. Anyway, that's my cool epic story,
Dude, I
I
did
hate
not
her.
expect him to shit himself. That is like a throw.
dude. Feel
I can
bad
think of
for her,
there was
but-
a time, Buff, do you remember at TwitchCon where we looked out our window and we saw some guy getting kicked out of the back of a bar because our window happened to be facing on the backside of a club and they just kicked this guy out and he just
No, I
fell
don't
over
remember
to the
that.
ground and it
Oh
took
my
them like a whole
God.
like 10 to
I
15
do
minutes
remember,
to
you're
wake
right.
him up.
Yep.
And before he like, I mean, he was just sloshed. And I
Yep.
just, it's kind of, I'm sure he wasn't embarrassed at the time, but in the morning, I mean, once you get past that hangover, like, oh my God, imagine.
It was actually, well, Shia, you didn't tell the part. Like, so they thought he was dead. There was cops there. There was cops that were standing there because they were like, "Is he okay?" And then because like we walked by him at first, and then the owner and like someone else came by, and they were like, "Oh, what's going on with blah 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 blah?" And then they were like looking at him, and then we walked back or saw something. I don't know if it was from a window, but we walked back or something. And the cops were there.
Yeah,
and so
but
they were
I
like,
don't think it was like super emergency. I think people are like really
No,
aware
the
that
cop
he
was
like
standing
drunk
around.
and like fighting someone or something, and then they just kicked him out the back.
the cop was
so.
like standing around being like, I don't know, like so
yeah.
it just seemed like he was just drunk.
Yeah, it
but-
was very like inner city, like bar situation. Like that shit happens every night.
Yeah. Oh my God, imagine owning a bar and you have to like deal with that every fucking night.
No,
Oh.
thank
I don't want to
you.
do that. I don't want to.
No, that's gross. I was like,
What?
do you guys remember at anime conventions when they would have Kamehameha contests, or was that just in Australia?
No,
What?
wait,
No,
what?
what?
I haven't experienced that.
I don't know if it was just a thing in Australia for a bit, but there would just be like a contest. I think it was like a giveaway of like a gift card or like a piece of merch. But people would go on stage and do their best impression of like the Dragon Ball Z Kamehameha. Like they'd be like go on the stage and do the whole like thing, the motions and everything.
You should ask
Yeah.
Ross
Yeah.
about that.
I should.
Oh yeah.
But
He would know. He's Australian and is into that.
yeah, that's like something
God.
that's, but like, see, for example, that would be something where it's like, oh, that's pretty embarrassing. But I don't know. To me, that's
No,
like
they're
you're
just
just
having
having fun.
fun.
You're putting out the yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I'm really trying to think of something that was embarrassing. One time I was at a bar and I bought myself drinks and I was there with my sister, and a guy that was friends with my sister came up and was like, "Thanks, babe," and winked at me because he thought it was my sister. And I had to chase him down and be like, "Hey, you took my drinks." And he's like, "Oh, hey, blah blah blah, Katie's sister's name. Like, it's cool." And I was like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Oh, you're not her. And I was like, yeah, buy me new drinks. And so he went and bought me new drinks.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Which that was kind of cringe because he was trying to be, because he was like a musician, so he was trying to be all like, because he's like, oh, like he was one of those guys.
Yeah.
And that was
Oh,
kind of
yuck.
cringe to watch happen in front of my eyes.
I
Yeah,
didn't
a
really-
man picks up a harmonica and all of a sudden he thinks he deserves all the pussy in the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what that reminds me of? That one
Boone?
TikTok I saw the other. No, that
Oh,
is very
sorry.
Boone core though.
Boone, yeah, true.
No, that one TikTok I saw the other day where it was like, I don't know, just some random guy being stupid. He like posted a TikTok and he was like, "Oh, if your girl accepts a drink from another man, it's considered cheating." And then there's a stitch, which is so stupid. And then there's a stitch to it, and it was like this guy reenacting like his girlfriend getting a drink, and he was like, "Oh, you got a free drink from that guy because he flirted with you? Can you go flirt with him again? I want a Long Island."
Yeah, tell me one on Long Island. I want one.
Tell me one on Long Island.
Hell
But I
yeah.
also-
thinks that's
that was-
cheating.
An idiot, that too.
That's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Because imagine a lady or whoever is sitting at a bar and they get a free drink and a guy is just like, "Oh yeah, I thought you were cute, so I got you a drink." Like, how the fuck is that her fault? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
My special skill, my special skill is getting to, basically walking up to the bar and immediately getting service at the bar. That is my one special skill.
And your one special skill is just meeting random men at the bar too. Because I remember there was one time we were flying in and
Oh.
you were getting a drink and you're like, "Yeah, I'm just like talking to this man." I'm like, "Do you know who he is?" And you're like, "No, but he does this and this and this and this." And I'm like, "Okay."
I think I was a good therapist for him. He was going through a breakup with his fiance.
And then you got his, and then you gave like him your phone number, and I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck is
can't
happening?"
I
say
wanted to
shit
see if
about
I
that.
could, and I did.
That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
can get, I can get numbers. It's not that. I mean, not that it's not hard, but like, I don't know. Not anymore.
No, it's just to me, I just don't trust a bitch. So like, I just don't. I just
Oh.
can't believe he did that.
I've done worse for less. He seemed quite nice,
Dude.
but Shia,
Oh,
how
boy.
do you feel getting drinks at a bar?
Me?
Yeah.
Shia loves
Um,
when people get him drinks at the bar.
Yeah, I'm honored. Like I don't know. I've gotten some drinks before, but I also don't go to bars like all the time. It's very just like situational now. Like if we happen to be going out with friends or we're at a convention and stuff like that. So yeah.
Mm.
I got
don't
some
think-
drinks at the last bar I went to because I went when it was around my birthday, and then people got me a lot of tequila. I don't know why it was so much tequila this trip,
It's because
but
we were at a
holy
Mexican
moly.
restaurant.
Mm.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, we're getting
Wow.
I stayed at-
burritos.
I stayed at this motel for a convention, and they had a Mexican restaurant and also a waffle, like a diner attached to it, and it was like
Oh,
it was like I had Mexican for dinner, and then I woke up the next day. It was a place where I sent you a bunch of pictures of their fucked up pancakes. Like one of them was Darth Vader.
Is that the one where it was like $10 a night and you were waiting for us to get in there so you can come stay in our room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
the little scary place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when we went to a convention recently, we went to like a Mexican restaurant that was connected to a hotel. But it was like really fancy and nice, and we ordered drinks. And they were like, "Oh, this is like an ice something. It's like and I was like, "Oh, it's iced. Okay, it's like," and I was like, "Do you have any frozen drinks?" They're like, "Yeah, this one's kind of frozen." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so they gave it to me, and it was a square. I'll have to like send a picture, but it was like a square of frozen fruit.
It was an ice
And then
cube.
like, yeah, it was an ice cube of frozen fruit. And then the cup that because I had two cups. They had that, and then they had the cup of it was just straight tequila. And then they were
Uh-huh.
like, "All right, you just put it in there and then like mix it all up." And I was like, "What?" And so I did that. I put it in there and I started like stabbing the cube and like putting it together. And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like super fruity like when I drink it." Nah, it just tasted straight up
Yeah,
tequila. It was
you
just like
just-
disgusting.
You pour the tequila over and
Huh.
then you wait for the bitters and the fruit that are frozen in the ice cube to just melt on it, which takes way too long. So most of
I
the
sat
time
there
you're
for, like,
just
10
sipping
minutes.
straight tequila.
Yeah, it was horrid. I was like, "This is awful." And then when I would eat some of it with the tequila, it just still tastes like straight up tequila. And I was like, "This is horrid."
It was a lot. That was a lot.
Yeah. I was buzzed the rest
Yo.
of the day though. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then we did hookah that night, and that was fun.
Oh.
I can't wait to take Rose to do hookah.
I
Like,
don't
blow
want
smoke
to
in her
do
face.
hookah. I don't like smoke.
That's okay. I'll smoke in your face and go.
No, I mean you can
Yeah.
spit in my face. Just don't
Yeah.
smoke in my face.
I'm going to snorkel you.
What does that mean?
I'm going to blow it through your nose and it's going to come out your mouth.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, actually.
I've done that before.
But I don't like smoke. I've tried smoking like not cigarettes, haha, before. And anytime I've ever tried, whether it was a vape or a cigarette, but not a cigarette, I would just cough incessantly forever.
Ah,
I
you're
Well,
don't
just
like
not
they're
that.
doing
fun.
it
They're
right.
fun places. They're fun places to hang out at because you can get drinks and food and just like
Yeah.
chill and hang out. And it's
I
fun.
feel like
Yeah.
you're just doing it wrong.
That's what
Probably.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Normally when you
Like you take
when
it
you
too
cough-
hard. Like you're
Yeah.
Maybe,
When-
but I also don't
normally
want
when
to
you
smoke
cough-
things.
when you
It
sounds like you want it
cough,
too bad. Go on.
Oh.
Can someone draw Rose as that meme where it's like a little guy, but they have really big puffy cheeks, and it says, "No, Rose Doodle, holding it in doesn't do anything."
It
They're
doesn't
just
do
like,
anything.
It doesn't
is
make it
Rose.
any better.
That's so
I have no
Rose.
idea about any of that. I don't even know what
Candy?
that means.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you yawning? Did you sleep like 20 hours? What's up with you, huh?
Candy.
What's up with- That's it.
Katie's
Nah.
sleeping.
No, I don't know. I just yawn all the time.
What are you?
I
Stupid?
think my lungs are. I told you I have bad lungs from the baby steroids I was on. You know this. It's on the podcast.
It's the baby
Ugh.
steroids.
Also,
Yeah,
the
but you're not
chest.
a baby and you're
chest
still not
thing
taking
is.
steroids.
Dude, I just froze. Okay, I froze for a second in a fucked up pose. No, I don't know. I'm not tired. I get into a loop where I yawn. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here
Stop!
we
You're
go.
gonna make me yawn.
Oh.
Hold. I'm holding my cheek.
Stop
I'm
getting
not yawning.
No, but like I yawn once and then I start thinking about yawning and I can't stop and it becomes a fucking terrible loop and then it feels good. It feels like addictive.
Do you know what's addictive right now?
My
What?
peanuts.
Okay.
Gone. Yeah.
Sneezing because the pollen's out right now, so constantly sneezing all the time.
Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. My nose, my eyes, everything. It's destroying me. Actually, the other day I went out. My eyes have been bothering me so much outside of just like normal allergy medicine. I'm just going to get eye drops as well to help with it that are like allergy medicated to help with it. Oh, I hate
Yeah,
it.
the pollen's been real bad
It's
this
been
year. I don't
destroying
know.
me.
Am
I don't know what
I
it is.
the only one not bothered by pollen?
For
You
now.
just might not be allergic. You might
Just
not
because
have
I'm a
allergies.
plant.
True.
Speaking of pollen, did you guys see? Newsflash, there was accidentally 12 million honeybees released because a truck exploded. And so now there's 12 million honeybees all over America right now.
Aw, let them be free. We need more bees.
Well, I don't think honeybees are the correct ones, but they're cute. They can
Well, I
fly
think that
around.
they
I
are
like
because they
honeybees.
pollinate, and that's what we need. I think we need less of hornets because they don't pollinate.
Hornets can
Mm.
burn in hell.
But yeah, there's a whole bunch of honeybees flying all over the place because the truck exploded.
Come home to me.
Let's come home.
It's all the beepers just flying to your
All
house.
the honey buns just like, where's Rose at?
Yeah, I saw that on the internet the other day. Also, I saw a car or a truck. I don't know if anyone else saw that truck. Probably not you, Candy. But there was a.
I haven't
What's in
related to anything
America?
for the past 5 minutes, but go on.
There was a truck that was driving by someone's house, I think in Chicago, that just exploded. Do you guys see that?
No.
Someone's ring camera like captured it. It's been all over the news. It was just like
Oh.
so there was a propane tank in the truck, and it just
Hank
went. No, everyone's fine. Like it was fine. It just
No,
like
I said
it just
Hank
exploded.
Hill. Because you said propane.
Oh, I thought you said somebody get killed.
No.
No, everyone's
Hank
fine
Hill.
though. But someone's ring camera like captured it, so everyone's been freaking out about it. They're being like, "Whoa!" Sorry, I saw your fingy up. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna ask a question, but I didn't want to.
What is it?
Pivot the topic.
What's the question?
Do you know of a time when you were the villain of a story? I can start with one that's kind of it's not bad, and I know I've told this story on streams before, but there was a time where I was in high school and this kid he was just always mean to me for like no reason. He was just kind of like a bully, and some days he'd be nice to me and some days he wouldn't. Well, there was one day, I forget what he did, but he was always just so mean to me. And there was one time he was just like bullying me. And every time during lunch, he would always buy 2 of the High C Red Punch, like fruit drinks. And every time, so he would save one, he would drink one there and then he would save one for later. But every time he would get up, he would turn the bottle upside down and put it into his pocket and like walk away. And before he did that, I unscrewed the cap really loosely on it, knowing that he was going to turn it upside down. And just as we all, like the bell rang, everyone got up and was leaving the lunch area, like the cafeteria, and he picked it up, turned it upside down, put it into his pocket, and just started spilling down his pant leg. And he was wearing
Deserved.
pure white pants that day.
Oh.
deserved.
I was the villain that day, but he was also he was just a dick.
He was a villain
mean
every
to me
day.
all the time. He was a bully. He was a villain every day. I wanted to be a little bit of like a villain that day, and I just it was like, haha, like my plan. It actually like it worked. Like, and he never knew it was me.
Together.
He never accused me. He never nothing. Like it just he continued to be a dick to me, but nothing changed. But it's just like in that moment, I was just like, yes.
I can admit something that I was a villain in. I don't know if I told this before. I might have, but if I didn't, when I was younger, and I'm not going to specify what kind of relative this is because I know my mom watches this podcast and I know that she'll tattle. So sorry, Mom. But there was someone that I had a spat with, we'll say, and I went to their place, and when I was there, I dipped their toilet or their toothbrush in the toilet. And I never told them, but then I felt guilty, so I replaced it with the exact same one like 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
It was the next
At
time
that
I
point,
saw
it mattered.
them.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Candy, what about
They
you?
were really mean to me though. So I was angry and no one
Yeah,
was
well.
helping me.
I'm trying to think of something that I want to share.
They won't put you in jail.
Yeah. There's one that's bad. Man, okay. There was this. Okay, I got bullied a lot in high school. We all know this. We can tell. But there was this one girl that it was like me and like two of my friends, and we got kind of backed into a wall. And there was like this other girl who was the one picking on me, and like 5 or 6 of her friends, and they all kind of circled us. And then she was like, I don't even know why, but she was like, oh, like Candii, like you're so fat, like you're so ugly, da da da. And I was like, and all I said was, it's interesting that you're saying that to me, because she was twice my size, which is not like. So I feel bad, and she got really upset, and she later was suspiciously thin, and I feel really bad. I didn't, but but it wasn't. She was projecting, I think, but she did cry, and she was upset.
Well,
so.
she was being mean, so.
Yeah, I just think
she
it's
shouldn't
interesting.
be
Like,
dishing
just
it out and being a bully.
yeah, I mean,
So, like,
there was
what
lots
do you
of stuff
expect?
like
People are
that.
going to be super nice to you when you're mean to other people? Oh, thanks for being
Yeah.
so mean to me.
Also,
Here's
like-
$100.
like just yeah, I don't know. That just felt like not the thing to mock me for. Like just
Oh.
Yeah,
anyway. I don't know.
I would
but,
mock
like,
you for other things.
Oh yeah, I was very easily mockable. There's like I don't know. But if you tell a thing, I don't know. There's other thing.
I don't remember my childhood.
Doesn't have to be from your childhood. You could have been a villain like yesterday.
No.
Nah,
That
that's not a
wasn't me.
criminal.
Well,
I wish I remembered my childhood, though, because every time you guys tell, like, high school stories, I'm like, fuck.
I don't know. Sometimes I kind of envy you, but I know that it's not something to envy because, like, it's more that I just wish I didn't have to deal with some shit that I dealt with. And I think, like, in a fantasy whimsy kind of way, like, it'd be fun not to remember. But I also think that,
Yeah, but the fucked up part about not remembering is that you'll react a certain way and you'll be like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
Why am I acting that way?
I
And
was
then you
gonna
have to go
say, like,
through and then you
I'm
have to figure it out.
only-
And then.
I'm only looking at the silver lining of it, not the
Ugh.
rest of it that is obviously not so good.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll be like, why did that affect me like that? Okay, now I have to really think about it. Is it
Mhm.
this? Is it that? Is it blah, blah, blah? So I have like go through like, bleh. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think, but like, so I'm like trying to think of like my sister, but my sister and I were very close. Never really did anything that was, bad to each other. We never like got any fights or anything. The only time we like spatted was just I can't even think of like maybe I took like her crayon or something like
Oh.
something stupid.
I
But,
cut my
like,
sister's finger off. Go on, sorry.
what?
I'm sorry, what?
Candy,
Yeah.
what?
Sorry, I said sibling stuff. I was probably a villain that day. I don't really remember. I was
Probably.
Like, I was like a child. Like I was like a little baby. I don't actually remember. All I remember is going to the doctors with her. It didn't get cut the whole way off. She still has the finger. It was with safety scissors. Anyway.
Oh my god.
She still has a
What
scar.
the fuck?
Yeah.
And then
we,
my high
we
school
fought terribly. Go on.
Oh, see, that wasn't me and my sister. My sister and I were very close. And then my high school, I only remember the last like 2 years of my high school. So like my junior and senior, whatever.
Mhm.
I was a villain, but I didn't mean to be one time. But I've told this story before. There was this like lesbian couple, and this is when I was in high school. I think it was like my senior or my junior year, senior or something like that. And there was this lesbian couple, and I was like, oh my God, I think I also like women. And they were like, oh my God, cool. And that's cool. And like, but I was already out for like a couple years before that. It didn't really matter. I'm pansexual. Happy Pride Month. Anyways,
Happy Pride Month.
regardless,
Happy
Happy Pride
Pride.
Month, y'all. We're all pansexual. Isn't that cool? It's a fun time at the table.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know what got into them during the school day. It was like during the lunchtime. They were like, oh my God, well, if you ever wanted to like kiss my girlfriend and like do stuff with her, I wouldn't mind. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that same night, I went over to their place and did stuff with both of them at the same time. And then the next day, they wouldn't talk to me. And I was like, what happened? Like, what's going on? And then the more dominant girlfriend was like, oh, well, I just didn't appreciate you doing stuff with my girlfriend. And I was like, hello? I'm like, did we just have a conversation yesterday during lunch?
You
Like,
were invited.
I was invited. Like, what are you talking? And then I just stopped talking to them because I was like, well, I don't want to interact with you guys because I was like, that's weird. So that was like I'm a villain, but I didn't mean to be. Like, it was weird. It was really
You were
weird.
not a villain.
I don't
You
know. It
didn't
was
do
so
anything wrong.
it was so weird, and I was like, what, did I eat her out, Ben? Like, what happened? Was I bad? I mean, it was my first time being with a woman, so maybe it was really bad. I don't know.
Dude, I had like 2 or 3 different girls be like, "Oh, like my boyfriend doesn't care," or like my girlfriend doesn't care, and then they did care actually. I found out afterwards, but they would
Yeah.
say initially like, "Oh, they don't care, like they're fine," or like, and then they would, which is just a lie. So
That's so
Yeah, I
fucked
feel you.
up.
But I know that, like, but I also, like, before that, I know I was a bad kid because I was, like, drinking a lot when I was, like, 14, which I shouldn't be doing. I was not doing that.
I
But-
definitely wasn't also doing that. Ha 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 ha.
Oh.
Ha ha.
I do not remember cutting my sister's finger off. By the way, that's why I laughed.
Okay, Candy.
I didn't do it from. I have no idea. I just know that I did it. She bit people a lot though, so I feel like she probably deserved
What?
it.
Okay.
She would bite. She would
Oh, so
bite
if people
till
bite,
they
they
bled.
deserve to have their fingers bitten off now.
All right, Rose.
Well, she would bite till they bled. So
Oh,
Candy the Punisher.
yeah.
don't take my
No, actually, the
teeth.
reason she stopped biting people is because my mom bit her back and she didn't like it. So
Oh.
I mean,
Parenting.
I mean.
that's
That's
Yeah.
kind
kinda
of
funny.
funny.
yeah.
Hi, I totally forgot to tell you that I have a plushie out. It's a Honeybun Keychain plushie. And if you don't know what a Honeybun is, it's this cute little guy on my shoulder, which you can see right there. But a keychain size that you can fit in the palm of your hand or up your ass. So whichever one you want to do, go crazy. Please don't put them up your ass. I'm kidding about that, by the way. Once again, don't forget, Makeship Honeybun Keychain plushie. I probably have like 20 days left, if that, to shove this guy in your hands. I really hope that you get him before it's too late, because the last time I did a plushie, it was like 3 years ago, and people who didn't get one have been very salty about not having one since. So I don't want that to happen again. So make sure you go get one now, please.
Wait, can I give you guys some opinions and you tell me if it's an unpopular opinion or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with some easy ones at the beginning here. Well, I feel like they're easy because they're all like food related. But
Okay.
Oh
is it an
boy.
unpopular opinion if people say ketchup belongs on everything, even pasta?
Ew, I hate that.
Really?
That's an ick.
That's
That's an ick for
disgusting.
me.
Ketchup in
so you
general
think
is
that's
disgusting.
unpopular?
I feel like I'm very biased.
No,
feel like
I
a
think
lot
that
of people
is
think that-
popular.
Yeah, I think that
Do you
is
think it's
popular,
a
but
popular
stupid.
opinion that people think that ketchup belongs on
Yeah,
everything?
because I think a lot of people just don't know what seasoning their food is, and I think that putting
Yeah.
ketchup on it is just that's how they season their food, and then they just put it. Because I've known multiple people, at least when I was younger, that would just put it on fucking everything. I put it on mac
Yeah.
and cheese, and
I knew people who would
Oh.
drink ketchup.
yeah.
I
I
would put
don't.
I would put ketchup on like broccoli and like any of my
Ew.
vegetables. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Ew.
Like
Why?
when I was a kid, because I like the taste of ketchup more than I like the taste of vegetables. But I grew out of that. But like when I was a kid, I put it on everything.
Ew.
That's good. What about cold pizza being better than hot pizza?
That's a popular
No.
opinion. I don't like.
I think
pizza
it's
at all.
popular, but I don't like it though.
I agree, though.
I don't like cold
That's a
pizza.
drunk
You
I
like
think-
cold
opinion.
pizza?
I think it's good and I like it. I think I'd rather just have hot, fresh pizza.
I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
is a
fast
drunk
food is
person
almost
opinion.
always better fresh. Like any food that is like,
Yeah.
Like
but
French
unless
fries,
you have a really
especially.
good fucking air fryer. I do think an air fryer count as that. I've had
Mm.
fries after the fact when I put in an air fryer. I wouldn't know the difference.
Oh.
But,
Yeah. Air fryer.
but microwave, no. Microwave suck. Microwave
No,
bad.
microwaves are disgusting and can burn in hell.
Oh.
They make everything mushy. The only thing they're
Yeah,
good for is
that's true.
popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's like
cook
it.
instant rice in them. too.
Oh, well, that's because like
Yeah.
steaming. It's supposed to get less solid than it was when it went in, so that makes sense.
Me too. Winks.
Not in my experience.
Shy, next button.
Ranch is overrated.
I hate ranch.
Yeah,
ranch
I
is
also
gross.
hate
I
ranch.
hate ranch. Ranch should be refrigerated. It's never refrigerated. It
I
tastes
only
sour and
like
off every
ranch.
time.
I only like ranch with pizza.
I also hate
Other
than-
pizza.
Other than that, I don't like ranch on anything else.
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
ranch one time and it was good, and every other time it just tastes like it's
I-
expired.
I love it when Candy comes to America. He gets ranch, and Candy's like, "What the fuck is this blue cheese?" I'm like, "No, that's ranch," and they're like, "No, it's not." Like, it's
It tastes like
completely
shit,
different.
bro.
It's different.
I've had ranch, like I think it was like Popeyes or something. There was one fucking place I got ranch, and I was like, oh, I get it. But every other place, the worst thing I've ever tasted. Gross.
Mm.
Was it regular ranch or
Poison.
were you trying to get buttermilk ranch?
No, it was just ranch. Every time
Are
we
you
found
sure?
I've tried
Because
both.
I feel like it was buttermilk that you got
it might have been.
swapped out one time instead of your honey mustard.
I do like honey mustard. Honey mustard is my wife.
Wait, Shia, what do you think? Because you're not saying your opinion about it.
I think that that's an unpopular opinion. I don't think a lot of people think that it's overrated.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
overrated.
I think.
What about milk before cereal is better?
I do
That
that.
is so unpopular.
You
Wait,
do that?
Very
Ew.
unpopular. What
Who
the fuck?
are-
Candy.
Ew.
Candy, what?
Ew.
Wait, ma'am.
Who even are you? What the?
I measure it out. I put out 100 mils of milk, and then I get my 40 grams of cereal, and I put the cereal in the milk as I eat it, so that it stays crispy.
Okay.
I don't like mushy cereal. I like. What do you mean? I like cereal when it's
Awkward.
crispy. I like crispy cereal. I don't like mushy cereal unless it's porridge. I like porridge, but that's supposed to be soggy. Why are you all judging me?
How do you feel about avocados?
I
Do you
never
think they're
had
bland
one.
one.
and overhyped?
I never had
Dude,
one.
I fucking love avocado.
I don't think it's overhyped. I think at one point it was overhyped. I think like early 2020s or whatever. It was like during COVID where I feel like
Yeah.
avocados were like popping. But I don't know if they're
Avocado, good. I like avocado a lot.
I like avocado too.
Wait,
I
Rose,
never
have you
had an
guacamole?
avocado.
Have you had guacamole?
Doesn't-
No.
Wow.
It doesn't taste like anything. It's kind of just like water dirt.
No, it
Why
doesn't
do
taste like
people
water
like
dirt.
that?
It's like it's like a butter equivalent, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
like,
doesn't taste like anything.
yeah.
Aw.
You would probably
Although when
like
I-
it. It's not strongly one way or the other, but people
Yeah.
usually kind of mix it in with some sours, like and some other like I don't know, like tomato, onion.
Yeah, I
and
put like
lemon juice.
lemon juice and pepper on it. And it's good.
I do chicken, avocado, cucumber as a wrap.
That's
It's good. It's good healthy fats. That's what it's good for.
Yeah, I think you would like it, Rose. It's not squishy. It's like harder. But it's not too hard. It's like firm. Like you could get through it pretty easily. But
Like
it
an
doesn't
apple?
really
You wouldn't.
less squish. Like
It's
less
more of a
hard.
condiment. It's less of a thing you eat. Well, I mean, you can eat chunks of it if you
Aw.
want.
It's not a condiment. Don't say that. It's a piece of vegetable. Like it's like a vegetable. If you
You'll
put
just try
on
it at some
something.
point, and you'll see how you feel.
Yeah.
What I think we should do, Rose, is I think you should try it with nothing on it, and then I think you should try it with something on it, like lemon juice or pepper or something. Because I feel like if you did that, then you would understand like the difference between both of them, and you would be like, okay, delicious. So
Is she hiding from the avocados?
Yeah, I think
Yes,
so.
totally.
I think that she got scared and then went under the table to get
Rose,
the avocado.
there's no avocados under the desk.
Bacon is overrated.
Yes.
American bacon disgusts me.
Really? Why?
It's like
Rubbery.
shards of glass.
Oh.
Oh.
It's way
I love
in
bacon.
America. How do y'all have your bacon? You tell me. Is it really fucking
have it-
hard to the point where you can't? It
No.
snaps when
No.
you bend it.
Ew.
What the fuck?
No,
that's
it's
the,
like-
that's the bacon
it's
I've
like
had in America.
Oh.
Where the fuck did you eat? Like Denny's?
It's crispy. It's like French fries in that kind of way. Where it's like not, it's fluffy but not hard,
Okay.
but also
Yeah, it's like
crispy
soft.
and
It's like
crunchy.
soft and then crispy on the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the bacon
Yeah.
that I've had is like shards
where the
of
fuck do
glass
you
when you
eat?
chew it.
At
I don't know.
Walmart?
It's been so long, bro. I don't fucking know. I give up.
I don't think
Do you
it's
like bacon
overrated.
now?
I like it, but I also don't go out of my way to be in like any kind of like bacon head where I'm like, I gotta have bacon
No.
everything. It's on everything. I actually very rarely have it. So
I mean, I don't
Well,
do that
yeah.
either, but it's good.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think when I go get breakfast, I always get sausage instead. Like I don't even get bacon. So
American
like,
sausage is also weird.
I only
Yeah,
like
see,
the
I was-
sausages that don't have the like casing. I fucking hate when they have the casing. I think it's disgusting.
All sausages
I like the
have casing.
links.
It's like you're breaking through its like first layer of skin when you bite into it. It's like extra, like it's a little casing.
Like it's hymen.
That's
Shit, it's
not what I was thinking, but
I do like the links. The patties are stupid. I think the patties, whatever the fucking
Yeah,
patties
sausage
are,
patty
no
where it's
patties
like a
either.
little piece of shit that didn't form. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
That's stupid too.
more whatever the British sausage is, where it's like a big juicy fucking like hot dog esque piece of meat. Oof,
I like the little ones, the little small ones. I like those. I like the little ones.
disgusting.
But
No,
they
they're
can't have the
cute.
fucking casing. I hate that shit.
Rose, you can't make a sausage without casing. It
Yes,
doesn't
you
All
work. like
sausages
that.
have
No, you can't.
I will find them and I will bring them to your fucking house.
They would fall apart.
No,
you mean,
they
thin,
exist.
You mean thin casings?
No, I don't know how they do it, but they have ones that don't have that fucking casing.
the intestine.
I have a thin casing.
Okay.
Isn't it intestines they wrap them in?
Yeah, it's still a casing though. It's not like it's
No,
it-
no.
It would literally fall apart if you didn't have a casing on it. That's how they're made.
There's ones that don't have it though, and they're the good one.
I'm looking.
Here's
at it.
another
There's
one.
no way.
Here's
want-
another
you-
one that
you
I
tell
actually
me.
kind of agree with.
Breakfast sausages, that's their name.
Yeah, they have casings on
No,
them.
they don't.
I'm
Continue.
sorry. Nutella is just okay.
Nutella is just okay.
I don't
like
I am
Nutella.
not a
Nutella's
I'm not
made
a
with-
Nutella head.
Nutella's made with palm oil, which damages the rainforests and hurts orangutans.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Breakfast sausages are made with casings, but it is not a natural casing. It is hog or sheep casings.
No, no,
Oh.
no. I remember the brand. Look up Brown and Serve breakfast sausages. They are shitty and horrible for you, but they're so
Okay, wait.
tasty.
That's
they don't have
one
a
specific.
casing.
Yeah, but that's one.
But if they can make that, they must make other ones. No, they did, because when I was in Canada, they had a different one that was like that with no casing, and it was also really good. And that one was actually good for you in a comparative way.
Have any of you tried Vegemite?
Yes, banquet brown and served sausages, including both original and turkey varieties, come with casings.
No, they don't.
I'm literally googling it right now.
But you can't feel it.
But that's what I was
But
saying.
that's-
That's what I was. I'm gonna.
Okay, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Listen, every time I've gone to like a diner, a breakfast place, a brunch place, every time I do it and I get
Yes,
a
that's the
sausage,
thin- but
they
that's the
have
thin
that thing, and
casing.
then when you bite into it, it like pops and it's fucking disgusting.
Okay, but that's yeah. But there's some breakfast places that have casings that are not like that. They're breakfast sauce. That's what it is.
Well, they should specify that so I know which ones suck and which ones don't then.
That's your opinion. Why would they specifically?
So I know what I'm buying and I don't buy doo-doo ass garbage. I don't
Try
know what to tell
singing
you.
I don't like American hash browns either, unless they're hash brown that's like an actual
I
little
don't like
patty.
hash
Oh,
browns
he's awake.
either.
I don't like when it's a loose pile of like potato
Flaky
shavings.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, see,
Shia
I don't
loves
mind when
those.
it's a loose, like little shavings, like they just took it through a grater, as
Yeah.
long as on top it has like a crispy top that you can like crunch into. But if it's all just like soft potatoes,
If it's all
so,
just
I don't
soft,
know.
I hate. Yeah. No.
Shia
Yuck.
literally just
I don't want
Shia,
mushy.
Shia, you want like this? You're like, I like it.
I like it. Actually, I love those hash
Actually,
browns.
I love those hash browns.
I like
I
the,
always give
the
Shia my
McDonald's
hash
hash
browns.
browns. That's what I like.
Oh, I love
Like
the
those
McDonald's
styles?
hash browns. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Sean.
ones that are like it's like a long puck. Yes, Shia?
Yeah, it's like a patty. Yeah.
Chocolate and mint should never mix.
Yeah, that is
Illegal. I love
stupid.
them. As in
I
like
love
illegal. That
chocolate
opinion's
mint.
stupid. I love chocolate
Yeah,
mint.
that opinion's stupid.
Chocolate mint's great.
I
Rose,
don't
I have to bring
like
you top
chocolate
deck
mint,
mint.
at all, but I do think that is an unpopular opinion. Yeah.
It is an unpopular opinion.
It's-
It's also
Yeah.
incorrect.
It's baffling to me that people think that mint, like food, tastes like toothpaste. That shit
I agree.
confuses the
It's
fuck
because
out
they
of me.
don't know what good mint tastes like. They're dumb.
I don't know
Mm.
what good toothpaste tastes like.
Ew.
American toothpaste tastes weird.
If I had toothpaste that tasted
I'm
like
so glad
mint
you're
ice
moving
cream,
it.
it would be so over. I would go to the hospital in one day.
Oh,
God. You know what fucks really hard?
Coffee ice
that,
cream.
That hard top chalk stuff that you can pour on your ice cream. So you like when you buy it, it's
Oh,
like
I
it's made
love
with like
that
coconut oil or
shit.
whatever. So you get the ice cream and you pour it on
Oh.
top, and it forms like a hard shell that you can like eat as like a.
The
Oh,
Rose, you
chocolate-
I
haven't
love-
had that. You need to.
Okay,
Huh?
my favorite one of those candy is the cherry Dairy Queen one, and they have like only been putting them at the certain types of ones, so like it's always hard to get. But that's like
Mhm.
my favorite one.
We have Brandon in Australia, so you just like buy it at this market. Rose, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
It's like for me, what I'm talking about is it's like a chocolate syrup, but it hardens when it touches cold stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, no.
And
That
then
shit
and then
fucking
it forms
slaps.
it forms in all the cracks of the ice cream, and you
Yes.
end up with this like fucked up homunculus of an ice cream.
I
thing.
love
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
That
Yes.
shit. That's a fun little sensory toy for me.
Yeah.
I
I
love
crunch
that.
on it.
There's also, have you ever had deep fried ice cream?
I had deep fried Oreo.
I have one time.
I didn't like
it's
it.
kind of like that too, where it just kind of has like a warm crust around it too. You just kind of eat it with it.
Uh,
I actually liked surprisingly deep fried pickles.
I could see it.
oh.
Because at first I was like, ew, that's fucking disgusting. But then I had one and I was like, oh, actually, you know what? This is pretty good. I was like,
Yeah.
this is
Biased. I
not.
don't like pickles.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like a pickle. It was
Dude.
weird. I don't know why. It was so weird.
We
I liked
do,
it though.
We do deep fried hot dogs here a lot at like fish and chip shops. Oh, so good. It's like a corn dog basically, but it's with
Yeah,
like
this
fish and chip batter instead. It's not like cornbread.
Oh, it's that flaky batter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, the like beer batter or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I
Yeah.
wonder you guys gotta come to Australia so I
Mm.
can make you eat the good things that I like.
Like dirt.
Yes, buff like dirt. You're so fucking funny.
Like the Australian dirt.
I don't dirt.
I will make
Yum,
you
yum.
Australian dirt.
Hooray! I've always wanted to eat Australian dirt. Hooray!
I don't
Yeah.
think this is an unpopular opinion, but
Okay.
the Marvel movies are formulaic and boring.
I agree.
I have seen so few of them, I couldn't even tell you.
They're all very similar
They're
Oh.
very similar.
in
It's
one way or
literally-
another.
I mean,
I
how many
literally-
ways can you make a superhero movie different? They all start the same way, and then there's a conflict,
you could
and then they
make-
save the world, and then it's over.
Exactly though, Rose, because that's literally my point is that but there's so many movies that exist that you literally could make so many different types of superhero movies. Cause like Jessica Jones, perfect example. Amazing show, and it's like superhero related, and it's not like that at all. Same thing with even the
Watchmen.
Daredevil. Yeah, and like it's not the same, but like for some reason, I don't know why in the movies they fucking just like they recycle the same shit over and over and over again, and you really could just make it so much more interesting. It's so bleh.
I think it's also an issue of character voice. Like everyone's kind of been Whedonified, like in the sense that everyone just tries to like everyone tries to be quippy, everyone tries to be like the funny one in the movie. Like there's no
Ugh.
Yeah.
like there's no like division of character archetype. I feel like up to the first Avengers movie, like I liked the first Captain America movie and I liked the Iron Man movies. Basically everything pre-Civil War I was down for, and then after that it started to just homogenize.
Yuck.
I
Here's
like
one.
Iron Man
Reality TV deserves more respect.
No,
more.
no, it doesn't.
Dude,
I
that
think
is,
that
like,
that's
what
an
I watch when-
unpopular opinion because it's kind of like it caters to exactly what it is. Like
It
they know what
caters-
they're doing.
Yeah, it caters to like being fucking depressed and like eating just like crap. That's what you want to do. Like when you get off of work, you just want to like watch shit TV and then eat
Yeah.
crap.
The
Like
I
It's
do
the
that's
think-
what it's
definition
for.
of trash TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest
at
I
least
do
it
to
can
that
be.
is there's this TikTok channel called the Jubal Show, and they do these things where like they call people who ghosted someone, and then they're like, "Why did you ghost them?" And they're waiting on the line, and it's absolute garbage TV type stuff. But I
Uh-huh.
watch it when I work out because I put it on my little bike, like on the stand on my bike, and I'm just like, if I only watch this while I'm biking, at least I don't absorb trash content all the time.
I like Temptation Island because it's like a psychological horror. Yes, Buff.
That reminds me.
Oh,
Shia and I have been watching this show lately called Decadence or something like that. It's what is it called, Shia?
What? Wait. I got.
did you say
wait, let me look.
decadence?
I
It's
know.
like
No.
Shia's looking it up. Anyways,
It's-
it is literally early 90s. It's an early 90s show.
It's
and
called
it's these-
Decorating Scents,
Decorating Scents. It's this
but
old,
Scents like CENTS.
yeah. So basically,
Oh.
it's like these like I think they're from Chicago because the way that they talk is Chicago. Like they go like,
Oh,
oh yeah, and I bought the
Chicago?
paint. I bought the paint, and I've got the rent. Like they just like that's how they talk.
Yeah.
And so like they literally their whole job is remodeling a home for $500 or less, and they make
Yes.
the ugliest fucking things ever in the entire world. And I saw a TikTok where somebody was like, "This is rage bait before rage bait existed." Like this is like it is like it pisses me off. We literally watched the first episode last night, and she went to like this like woman's house, and she was like, "Yeah." She loves her kids so much that she actually just hangs their clothes up as like decoration. And then one of the clothes was like one of their dirty fucking jerseys. It was just, like on the wall, and it was
just
so
covered in dirt
disgusting.
and mud.
It was horrid, and I was like, ew. And then there was like,
The rage bait is working then.
Yes, and then this is early 90s. Like, I don't know if they were trying to do that or not, but it was fucking horrible.
They
And then
had
she
to.
literally, they had a picture frame, okay? And she was like, what material is this made out of? And she's like, oh, well, that's my son's jeans that he used to play catch in and blah, blah, blah. And I washed them and made them into a picture frame. And it looked fucking ugly. And I was like, this is
Everything's
horrible.
Sounds like an
So
episode of
ugly.
Hoarders.
No. It's like people trying to DIY, but like they just like find shit. And
Oh,
they
like
just,
the
like, put it-
5-minute craft stuff.
Yes,
Like
it's
an entire
exactly
house.
like that, where everyone's so creative, but they're literally doing it on cents of money. Like they're doing everything, or like an entire home, or an entire like area with under
$500.
$500. So it limits them a lot. Where a lot of it maybe goes to paint. Like we watch them do. They really liked, for some reason, the client really wanted like rustic, flaky paint look. So they put on some kind of like, what was it, acid before it? So when they painted on it, all the
it's a type of
paint
it's a type
started
of primer.
peeling off immediately, and they're like, "Wow, isn't that great?" And they put it all over as wainscoting around in the room, so it's all around all the walls, and it's so ugly, and it's falling off and just making a mess.
And
It's
I
so
literally was
ugly.
Like, I literally was like, give it 2 weeks, and like someone's gonna rub their leg against that, and it's just gonna
Yes.
fall off.
It's
and then some dog's
it's
gonna
be
come
an
by and eat it.
explosion of paint everywhere. It's
It was
so
God.
ugly.
disgusting. Anyways, you guys should watch it. We're watching it, and it's like
Yes.
pissing me off. It makes me so upset.
Yeah.
It's like so bad. And then also, I don't know who directed the show at all, but it felt like it was like their like best friend directed it, because like they'll walk up and like talk to people, and this girl was like, "Wow, thank you so much for teaching me that." And he goes, "Yeah, you should talk to my friend over there." And he like goes, like it's like so bad, like it's like really bad.
It's really awkward 90s acting where
Yeah.
like if you took a portion of it, you might like completely out of context, you might think that it's the beginning of like an adult film. Like
Yeah.
and that is them talking it's
That's how they
hilarious to
talk.
watch.
It's
It's great.
really
and I'm so
fucking
excited to watch more of it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I can't wait, because we've only watched one episode so far, so I'm really excited.
But we've
to see
seen
what-
clips, so I'm like, I just
Yeah.
want to watch more.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
just
oh-
want garbage TV just to relax and turn your brain off, because at least they're being dumber than we are.
But see, I feel like that's
Aw,
past. That
dude.
is past garbage TV. This is like
I watched
don't know.
Yeah,
this.
true.
I watch Secret Eaters because that is just always
that?
fascinating. It's people that say like it's like a weight loss show that is in Britain, but the thing is that they'll be like, "Oh, I only eat like 1,000 calories a day. Like I don't understand how I'm gaining weight." And they're like, "We hire detectives to follow them around and track all the things they ate.
Oh,
They actually
no,
ate
that is
6,000.
fascinating.
They ate like 6,000 calories a day, and this is how they did it." Like, and it was one guy, and he had a bowl of cereal every day that was about 3,000 like it was 2,500 calories of
Yeah.
just
Oh.
cereal.
Because he probably just looks at it and says one serving. He's like, this bowl's one serving.
No, it wasn't that.
2,000 is
It
a
was
lot.
like one little serve of cereal, but then he would also put like creamer and butter and like 2 things of milk and then like
Ew.
all this other shit into it
Ooh.
every day. And he was like, "Yes, it's one serve of cereal." And they were like, "That is
Ooh.
disgusting.
insane."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butter.
And then yeah. And then they would be like,
ew.
and then they would be like, "Oh, like I only eat like a salad," and they're like, "She put a tub of mayonnaise in the salad." Like she just wouldn't like
Ew.
stuff like that, where it's just so. And it's really interesting because all the people after the fact are like, "Oh yeah, we started like cutting down on like what we ate. We cut down this and we cut down this," and like they like lose weight super easily because they're more conscientious of what they're eating. And it's the whole thing of like incidental calories of like whatever. Point is, it was just really interesting because it was like of those kind of weight loss shows. It wasn't like, "Oh, like you need to fucking like work out every day. You need to do this, da da da." It was just like just be conscious of what you're
assess
actually
yourself,
your
bitch.
Stop putting
habits.
fucking butter in your cereal.
Yeah, like stop putting cream, like 2 gallons of fucking creamer in your cereal. There was this one
Why?
family, and they were feeding their kid McDonald's for every meal, and he was 3. And they were like, they were
my
like,
God.
he just craves it. They're like, I think this is a different show. but
I
similar,
crave $1
like,
million.
genre.
No one's giving me that. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you
and there was a
talking about?
cabinet. There was a cabinet of like snacks, and he, as a 3-year-old, would just go up to the cabinet and just like help himself. And they just like, "Yep, like that's our boy, like just feeding himself."
Wow,
Anyway,
that's
I don't know,
crazy.
but
That
that's
makes me
why
sad.
when I work out,
That
that's
kinda-
what I watch.
That kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of the Cheaters show. Did you guys ever watch that?
Holy
Where-
shit,
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, where it's like
God.
here's her and her husband, but they've been having a rocky start.
Uh-huh.
I'm
And then they
gonna
have all the
investigate.
cameras in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I have not seen. Oh, maybe I have seen that actually. Now that I think about it.
You probably
know what-
have seen a portion of it. Yeah, it was. There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
it. It was pretty popular.
Do you know what show that I like that I haven't watched in a really long
What
time?
is
But
it?
it's like it's so brain rotty. Have you guys ever watched The Next Bus? Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
No.
It was a dating show where they would get like 10 to 15 guys or girls, depending on who it was, on the bus. They would all date this one person. Like they would drive the bus up and one person would come down the bus and they'd be like, yeah, my name is Jackson. I like to rollerblade and also my dad fucking hates me. And then that's how they would introduce them. And then she was like, yeah, my name is Jessica and I like bad boys. And then like that would be what it was. And so he would jump off the bus, and then she can look at him for 2 seconds, and then she can go next. Like I don't like the way he looks or anything.
Oh my god.
And then he would be like, "Well, she was a fucking bitch, anyways." And then like he goes back on the bus, and then there'll be like the group of guys, and then he'll be like, "Yeah, she's a hard one. She fucking sucks. What a bitch." And like it's like so 90s core. It's crazy.
Jesus.
But like they go on a date for like if she doesn't say like they go on a date until she says next. So, like, they could go for, like, 5, 10, even hours. Like, they can go on dates for as long until she says next.
This sounds like what the original idea behind that button show where there's a button in the table and one person's like there
Yeah.
and then they push the button to go
Ugh.
next or whatever. Which
I think they try to do that,
sounds
but
like they
it's
tried to rip off of that.
It's, like, the same thing, but, like, that just... I feel like when people get on there, they're just, like... I don't know. It's not the same vibe. Like, it just feels mean. Like, it just...
I think that people, when they're on shows like that, get absurdly picky and don't think about the important things like chemistry or, wanting the same things.
I think that they're just there for the social media attention they hope to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably,
I agree.
yeah.
But, like, the next bus, like, there was none of that. There was no social media or anything. And also, it's very, like, 90s. So everyone's, like, kind of an ass, like the entire time. And, of
Kinda like
course,
how
it
Big
was,
Brother
like...
was back then.
Yeah, it was, like... What? It was on, Mad TV, or what it's
MTV.
called?
Was
So,
it
MTV?
VH1 or MTV or what?
yeah, it was on MTV. So, of course, it was, like, yeah, I play with the
Yeah.
boys, and sometimes we fall on each other. Like...
Is that the same show where I'm like seeing like I'm like remembering where there's like three? It's either whatever episode they're doing. It's either like 3 girls or 3 guys, and they're in a van and they're watching the one other person
No.
go through each of their rooms.
That's a
was
I was
different
that?
gonna
show.
talk about that one, yeah.
What is
Yeah,
I
that?
so
remember
that's-
that.
I don't remember the name of it, but that's a show where there's one guy or a girl, and
Uh-huh.
they go on a date with 3 people, and then or they don't go on a date. They pick 3 people, and then knowing nothing about them, they go through their rooms, and
yeah,
like they go
and they
through
take that person away from their room, like at a random time, allegedly.
Sure. I
Yeah.
just remember them doing that where they
Random.
run up to a guy's house and they take him out of the shower
Yeah.
while he's showering and
Yeah.
then throw him in the bus. And they're like, "All right, buddy, you're on the show. You got it. Here comes a girl.
Even
She's
though-
going
even
through
though
your
they're
house."
aware. Yeah, but like, and then they'll pick who they want to date based off their room.
Yep.
I think that
But I
there's
don't-
more factors, but I definitely think the room is like the first thing that they see before they start judging them.
Do they also talk to the
Yeah.
parent? Did that happen? That feels like
No.
Maybe
That
Is
would be
was
funny.
part of it? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I don't think so, unless they see their parent at the end. I don't remember.
I feel
I have
like
a
there was one show
question.
where it's like, would you date my daughter or whatever, and you have to talk to their parents and they have to pitch their kid.
Ew.
That'd be kind of funny.
What's your
Yeah,
question?
what's your question?
Oh, do you guys remember Cash Cab?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys think that was like it has to be fake? Like they have to like schedule people to get picked up and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. You have
They
to
have
when
to.
with reality TV shows, you have to sign waivers and stuff. so
Exactly. So like you
just-
can't just randomly be picked up for that.
I think they could do it in a way of like you sign up and then they could pick you up between this month and this month. Like I think it is random. It's just like they don't know when. Like you don't know when it's happening. You know.
That I believe. But how do they know it's the right person?
Mm.
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't even know what Cash Cab
something just
is.
doesn't-
They probably
Basically,
tell them
it's
their
a show
schedule.
where someone like it's a guy that drives a cab and he runs the game show and like the ceiling lights up and he's like, "You're on Cash Cab," haha," and then they do trivia for the the remainder of their trip. And
I
if
think
they get questions right, they win money.
I think the whole thing must just be orchestrated. I think it's just a reality.
It
like,
has
it's
to be,
just a-
right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can.
So many of
You
them
normally
do.
can look it up.
I'm sure it's more orchestrated than we think. They like
Yeah,
to
for
think that
sure.
it's pretty candid,
Yeah.
and maybe it was at one point, but who knows?
Maybe, but who knows?
Yeah.
Oh,
They could always make
God.
him sign a waiver after the fact. Like once they get out of the cab, be like, "Are you okay being on a show? Thank you, bye." Or
Do you
before they
guys
get it,
like
I don't
game
know.
shows?
Not really.
Do you want
Um,
to be on a game show?
No, I
Why?
just don't want
Too
to.
much
I don't
pressure.
like the pressure. I don't think I would enjoy the experience at
Mm.
all. Like I would if I had the chance to go watch one live, I'd probably do that, but like I have no want to actually be there, and just kind of be on
Same.
the spot for things. Just the anxiety. It doesn't seem fun to me.
Most of them I agree, but if you gave me Wheel of Fortune or Family Feud, it would be so over. I would destroy everybody.
No,
Like,
do you know what I think I talked to you, Rose, about this
Huh?
like a couple weeks ago.
Huh.
But there was this game show, Shia, you and I were obsessed with it, where it would pop up. I don't know, it lasted for a year. It would pop up on your
This one.
phone, and it would
Oh.
literally like pop up and be like, "It's game show time," and then
I
you would do
remember
the
it.
game show, and it was at 4 o'clock every single day, and I feel like the entire world stopped. The
Mhm.
entire
Yeah.
world stopped and did the exact same thing, and we all played this game show, and you could win money off of it. But for
Yep.
some reason, it only lasted a year.
And it was
I
gone.
think because of probably some legal issue or something like that, because you can't, whatever. But like, it was crazy. It was like Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go
That
existed. Like
shit
everyone
was
just
crazy.
stopped. Yeah, everyone just stopped, and it was just like, this is what we're doing at 4 o'clock.
I
It was
don't know what this is
crazy.
at all. Is this an American?
It was definitely
thing?
American. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like in 20. I feel like it was like 2015 or 16 or something like that. Like
Yeah.
it was like,
Did you guys get in on the Pokemon Go craze when it first started?
Oh
yes,
I didn't
there
get
was
in on it.
actually.
too.
Oh my god, we were walking around and it was so funny because we were walking around at like 10 at night, probably when we shouldn't be walking around. And
Yeah.
like we would, but it felt, I don't know why, but if America felt safer when
It
Pokemon Go
did.
was
It did
out
because everyone was out at night. I would be at a
Yeah,
park in the
everybody
middle of
was
the night,
out.
and there would be people chasing me like, "Try outside!" running down like to a different area of the park,
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh,
I was playing Pokemon
Everyone-
Go on New Year's, like I remember one year.
That's so fun. Yeah, because we were walking, China and I were walking, and it was like we were over this bridge, and this other
Yeah.
couple come up, and they went, and we went, like you know what you're doing?
Are you playing? We're like, yeah, we're looking for
I
Pokemon.
kind of miss the magic of that. It made going out
Yeah.
feel
It
like
was
a
really
little less
fun.
scary, and you knew everyone was kind of doing the same thing. It's
Yep.
kind of like the same thing. So when I used to do like whatchamacallit, like artist alley and stuff at conventions, and you would see people at like booths, they wouldn't be scary because you knew they're there for the same thing, right? So that makes it less
Mhm.
intimidating somehow.
I made this argument with someone the other day where that's how I feel with Labubus right now, because every time I have a Labubu on my hip and someone is like, "Oh my god, Labubu," and I'm like, like it feels very like
Friend.
Yeah.
friend, your person. And like, so
Yeah.
every time I see someone with like a Labubu, or like they even point at it, they'll be like, "Oh, Labubu," and I'm like, "Yes, yes."
That
Labubu,"
happened to
like-
me. Literally this past week, I went to a store with Victor and they had blind boxes. And I grabbed one, and then I also saw a Chikawa item, so I grabbed that too. And then
Oh.
I know, I love that shit. And then some girl came over and was like, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, yeah. And then we had like a little like moment of like chit chat, and I was like, I like them. And then I left because I was nervous.
Yeah, I feel like Chikawa's getting up there. I feel like people are really
I'm so
talking
happy
about
this.
it.
I need more.
Yeah,
have-
I also.
Oh, I was gonna say I have that with that one jacket that I have, the one with the skull on the back and all the patches. Whenever I wear that, everyone's always like, "That's a sick jacket," and I'm like, "Thank you, it's from this brand." Like, and it is nice having like not more so much the compliments, but just people being like immediately being like, "Oh, like you're cool like
Ready to
that." I'm
interact.
like,
You've
"Yes, I am
disarmed
cool
them
like
with your
that."
jacket.
Yeah,
It's so
Yeah.
funny because like I always wanted to have a thing that was like Sanrio, because my favorite thing is like going to off-brand stores or whatever and finding like a really off-brand like
Like a bootleg.
cinnamon roll. Yeah, or like something like that. And I was like, man, I wish I had like a creature, a little guy that get like off-branded. And I'm like, everyone's so lucky because every character I like, it's always like the company or whatever. But
Mhm.
Labubu's getting so fucking popular now that like there's so much off-brand shit. I literally just got something off-branded over the weekend where it's just like this little plush, and I like put it on my
so
wallet.
Cute.
Yeah, I showed it to you yesterday. It's so fucking cute, but like there's so many off-brand shit. Like I love it. It's so much fun. I love it. The little
Mhm.
foo-foos.
Is that their name?
Yeah, so there's Labubu, which is the real thing, and then if you get a fake one, it's called Lafufu.
I love that. That's
My
so
love
cute.
Fufu's eye popped out.
It's true. It did.
Oh.
I gotta get Candii a
She's
new
okay.
one.
Dude,
A
I
Labubu.
just want like one Labubu. Although I got not my equivalent, but like those Care Bear ones with the shaken tummies. I just think they're so cute.
Yeah, those are cute.
Yeah. So I got a set of those to open on stream.
Oh.
That's fun. Did you do it yet?
No, I haven't got them yet. I
Oh.
keep checking the Pop Mart site for Australia because I'm like, maybe the Labubus. Because sometimes they'll do that thing where they put up stock, but only like a little bit at random, so the Scalpazon is inclined to get it all.
Thursday is the night that they restock them, but then they'll also do it 2 hours after the window of Thursday, and then on Friday and Wednesday is when they'll do it randomly. And then I've seen it sometimes do it on Sunday, but I don't think they do it on the weekend very much.
Yeah, I
Oh.
just check all the time because I just want to get. I want to get exactly one Labubu. I don't need a lot. I just want one little guy. I don't even care what color it is. I'm at that point.
That's how it starts, Candii.
I don't
how it
even want the
starts.
one.
I literally was like, I just want one Labubu. I want one. I just want one, and then I
You
got
have
it.
That's me
and
with
I'm
Mame
fucked.
Goma and now Chikawa. It's so over.
Do you know what's really funny? I
Oh,
saw another podcast talk about Labubus, and they were like, "Oh my god, Labubus! Have you seen this? This is crazy." And you're like, "Well, that's wild." Next episode, they were like, "How do I get one? What's going on? Where do I buy it?" Literally next episode, they were like talking about it.
I mean, you've been talking about it for a while. I think it's, you know what's ironic? I think it's because my sister made me get a Lafufu, and then I was like, wow, this is really cute. I feel like the real one would be cute.
Right?
Lafufus
And the
are-
reason, another reason why I will not always, because who knows what's gonna happen, but like if I will defend Labubu right now is because my argument with them is that every time I see blind boxes, they're always like cutesy girl stuff. Like they're always like cutesy and like blah 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 and like frilly and like kawaii and like all this other stuff. And I'm not really into that shit. I feel like with Labubus, they're like ugly little guys. Like they're just like gremlin little fucks, and I love that about them because like to me,
I
I'm
do
like
think that's charming.
I'm a little gremlin little guy. Like I don't want to be cute and frilly. I want to be like
I have bad
and
news
I feel
for
like
you. You're very cute.
What? Wow, thanks.
So you can be
but
both.
I don't know. I don't really vibe with like that's why I don't think I've ever vibed with like the Sanrio characters. I
I'm more
try,
of a
but
San X girl, but I feel like no one knows what
Mm.
San X is because that's like Rillakkuma, Korillakkuma, Sumiko Gurashi, Mame Goma, like all those characters. But I feel like everyone's just like, I like Hello Kitty, and I like all the characters from that. Though I do like Pom Pom Pudding from Sanrio.
yeah, but
He's
they're all in the
cute.
same category though. Like they're very cutesy, kawaii
It's
like characters.
true.
So like I kept trying to find one that was like, yeah, this one's kind of cute, I guess, and blah blah blah. But I feel like with Labubus, they're just fucking gremlin, ugly little guys.
And also
I
the
fucking
primary-
love them.
Lovely.
the primary aspect of the brand so that you can actually find it places. 'Cause
Yeah.
even if you do
Yeah.
like a design, it's like one of the ones it's like, oh, it's like a one option of like a group shot
Yeah,
of like
which
one
is so
thing.
annoying.
Yeah.
And that's like you can't find it, so blah, blah. Like so I just I don't know. I like the fact that they're a little ugly. Like they're a little gremlin ugly.
Yeah,
quote unquote.
ugly, but not actually
But-
ugly.
But yeah, they're not frilly. And like every
It's
time
very
they come out
scene
with
kid thing to get.
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because someone mentioned that they were like the trolls in the early 90s. Like when people used to get
Oh.
obsessed with the troll
Oh, yeah.
dolls
I
and
was
everyone
gonna
was
say
like
more like Gur from Invader Zim
no, because that wasn't like a troll, that wasn't like a
series.
collectible
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
true.
people
Well-
were saying that it was like the trolls.
Dude, the trolls is an interesting thing because the guy that made them originally lost the copyright for a little while, / like illegal versions of it were allowed for a little while, and then he
Oh.
reclaimed the legality, like the so there's like
Oh
there's
my
like
God.
there's like an area where the trolls were like this one person, and then there was a bunch of like counterfeits made, and then they reclaimed the thing. So then there's a new generation of the legit ones.
Oh my
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I just
also-
had my
Yes.
brain just fucking expanded. I have a memory of a Trolls movie where they were mascots and they were like
yeah.
running around on around a tree, and there was like kids and stuff, and they would like dance and like do little things, and like we're like "Nah, nah, 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 nah,"
I think
and they
did
would
make
like
a
and it was
movie.
a movie.
I don't remember anything about it.
I
though.
just remember the gummy bears. I like gummy bears.
Trolls
Oh.
gummy bears?
Searching here and there and everywhere.
Dude,
Oh.
there was a troll. I can't think of what the troll movie was. It was on VCR.
We are the gummy.
Mm.
Mm.
You guys remember Pogs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I miss
Yeah.
those.
Although I didn't really have them. It was just like
We
something
called
that
them
existed.
Tazos.
What?
Oh.
We had a
Patazos?
Yeah, they were called Tazos. I think they
Why?
came with like packets of chips and stuff. I don't know. That was just what we were called them. I
No,
think
they
we
did
also
that
had
with us.
Pogs,
They
but-
did that with us too. They did Cracker Jacks. They would put them in the Cracker Jack box.
Yeah,
Oh,
but, there was
yeah.
a-
But it was
then
still,
there was a-
but it was
there
still, but they were still called whatever.
Well, we just called them
Yeah.
Tazos. Like that wasn't
Oh.
like I think maybe Pogs were also a thing, but we just knew them as Tazos. Do
Mm.
you guys remember when Beyblades had metal on them and then they got banned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I don't know who ever thought that that was a good idea. That's just immediately dangerous.
I think it's
I love
funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I loved it when there was when you buy cereal and then you
And
could
they had a
have you
toy
get like
inside.
no you get the discs with like a whole bunch of demos on it. The demo
Mm.
discs.
You got them
Mhm.
Toys R Us too back in the day.
Oh.
True.
Yeah.
They used to be outside of the grocery store that I went to with my mom. They would just be like, if I don't know if everyone's was like this, but we would walk into our local grocery store, and on the
Aw.
wall there was like a bulletin board with like a bunch of pins and local stuff, and there would be slots where you could put things in, and there was always demo discs.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
just sick.
that's fun.
So you could
Would
just
they,
like take one. Like sometimes
would
mom
they
would
just,
go
like,
out and get
shoot
groceries
out?
and then come back and be like, here's a new disc for your GameCube or your PlayStation. Like that's
Would they when you put the coins, would it shoot out like a sticker? Like it would just like a like it
no,
would just,
you
like,
never
come
put
out
any
with
coins. They were just slots that were on like a bulletin board.
Oh,
Oh.
There was this
Yeah.
game that I loved so much. There was a demo that I had, which was like a Sesame Street sticker book where you would get like a scene and you would get a bunch of stickers and you could just decorate the scene with these freaking stickers. And I was obsessed with it, but I didn't have the paid version. So I was like, oh, you only get like these stickers and like these maps. But if
Oh.
you had the whole thing, you'd have this. And I just remember staring at it as a child being like, oh, I wish I could have you. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't that young. I was like an older child, but like, I don't know what it was. I think it's because it was one of those ones. It was just really animated and had like really cool sound effects. And I just I liked any game that was like just a digital sticker book. I thought it was so cool.
that reminds me of the Mario Paint game. Do you guys remember
I
that?
always wanted
Where-
to play that, but I never did.
Yeah, it's like when you click it, it'll go dum, 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 and it goes
Oh.
like when you did that. It was
I want
really
to play
fun.
Oh,
that.
like
I want
kids'
to try
pics.
it.
That shit.
Kinda, yeah.
Now I'm
What
just
a
old and
good
depressed.
podcast.
You know what time it is now? It's time
No.
for the end of episode 27.
Episode 27.
Thank you so much for
Episode
listening,
27.
hanging out with us. Be sure to stick around for episode 28 next week. Or if it's out already, then go binge it. Look at that. Go check out our Fansly page for all the behind-the-scenes content we post there weekly. You could also use code VchiBan for 10% off of your Gamer Subs order. It supports all of us. And you know what will support Rose? Is Rose's new plush that is out, which will be linked down in the description and plastered all over the screen.
Yeah, this
So-
little guy on my shoulder. Get a keychain of him. Come on.
Yeah, this
Come
little
on.
guy. So.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.